Everybody,
Hello, hello.
put your hands together for Disentr. There he is.
Am I good?
There he is, y'all.
Am I good? Am I good?
There he is. Hey, what's up, buddy? Welcome in.
Hey, what's up? That was quite the performance there.
Oh, thank you.
Loving the new hairstyle.
Yeah, well, I mean, shit happens in 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
shit happens. Look, I honestly did not plan for that. Like, to be honest with you, the daily wig goal thing at the beginning of September, I was just like, nah, this ain't gonna work. Like, cause it's not really that kind of channel. I'm not sitting here constantly being like, yo, someone sub me, like someone, So I just was like, whatever. And then fucking these motherfuckers are starting to step up. Nathan comes through and steps up. Or Nick, I'm sorry, not Nathan. Nick comes through and drops 5. Oh man, you guys, mighty, you guys are just incredible. So I appreciate that. But I didn't plan for what if we hit 20 in one day.
Right.
So not only does that mean that we have to wear a wig next stream from the get, it means that if we do hit it again, I have to wear double. And let me tell you something, I'm already starting to sweat. This is not breathable material, Disentr. This is not breathable material. Anyways, welcome. I appreciate you coming on. Oh, moving Dutchman, how dare you?
Oh my.
God damn it. What am I gonna do? All right, Moving Dutchman, thank you so much for gift subbing Samo, honey boy, and welcome Samo. I'm sorry that I missed you. I saw you pop in there, buddy, right before boobs. So hi, enjoy that sub. Make sure you thank Moving Dutchman if you got a sub. If you did receive a sub in the chat and you're in the chat now, please make sure that you're thanking the people who gifted you because that's just polite. It's politeness. Anyways, Desentr, thank you so much, and I want to say I haven't talked to a lot of people who are in the realm of EDM. Like I admittedly, I haven't really talked into it. And do you consider yourself EDM, or do you have like a specific genre that you sort of classify yourself as?
So I guess I would say I'm more of like a dubstep-y kind of like trap producer almost. Like it's still in the realm of like EDM.
Right.
If you want to say, but primarily like dubstep for sure.
Okay,
that's my shit.
Oh, who's your people? Who's your artist that has inspired you?
So, man, that's a good question. So I guess I would say like right now it's definitely Beast Boy.
Beast Boy. I don't even know who Beast. See, keep going. I want to know who these people are because I'm getting old. And
you're good.
And I gotta know what's going on in the music world. I gotta know what the kids are listening to these days, man. I'm still over here listening to my Dr. Dre The Chronic album, son.
Oh my.
Anyways, who are your inspirations, man?
Yeah, Beast Boy, Ricky Son. Shout out to Nathan.
Is Nathan also a producer?
Yeah, Nathan Wolf is one of the homies.
Oh, okay. Nathan Wolf, welcome in. Thank you so much. And does Nathan stream or?
No, he doesn't stream, unfortunately.
Are you familiar with Twitch?
Yeah, I am.
Did you have an account or did you make one for this?
I did have an account. I did do a few DJ streams a little while back. Long story short, I had the cops call on me.
For what?
For bumping my dubstep too loud. Yeah, it was a whole ordeal.
Stop bumping your dubstep so loud, bro.
I mean, listen,
for a stream too.
For a stream, yeah, I think it was around like 40-50 viewers I had for that. So it was a nice like DJ set, like virtual rave sort of thing.
Yeah. So wait, then you must have had them bumping out of some speakers and not just through your headphones.
No, so like it came out through like I have some big speakers with my DJ setup over there. I got some CDJs and a mixer.
Wait, so were you in an apartment or in your house? Like what were
you? I was in my house.
Oh my god! And you were bumping it so hard that the cops came. Were they knocking on the door during your stream?
Oh yeah. No, I had to leave midstream to go address it. Yeah.
So what did you do then? Like, how did you get past that? How did you finish your set?
So the way I finished my set was so I have two speakers obviously. So what I did is I unplugged one of them, just kind of turned down the volume
Uh,
mid set, just a little bit.
just so you can hear what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not hearing what your couldn't hear the knocking. What knocking? How dare you?
Not what
Yeah,
not
yeah,
you know.
yeah. I see what you're saying, Salient. I see what you're saying. I was like, wait a second. Is my
Yeah.
stream crashing? What's happening? And, Anna Rar, thank you for that spinning wheat leaf. I appreciate that. That's nice. Looking good. Looking good. He's too lit to shut him down. That's what Nick said. You're too lit. But I appreciate that. I mean, like, you gotta stay pumped. You look pretty young. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh no, you're good. I'm 19.
19. Goddamn. Okay,
Yeah.
at 19 and already got a record with the cops.
Yep.
You're already getting the cops called on you, and you're only 19. Goddamn, what happened? Where'd you go wrong, Desentr?
I could list a few reasons.
Corey, welcome in, my friend. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Filth. uh, well, I don't know, man. Being young and doing all that, yeah, he does look sweet, right? Like you look so young and sweet. But your music is so aggressive. But
Yeah, man.
so it's really interesting. It's always interesting to see people and meet people whose demeanor is very soft spoken and like chill and like you have a very nice person.
Mhm.
He's a badass. Anna says. Well, thank you, Anna. I appreciate you filling us in. Um, yeah, like yeah, I always like talking to people who are like talk real soft spoken or like talks real nice and very nice person and they make like the most
Mhm.
like obscene aggressive shit that you could find. You know what I mean? Like I remember talking to this girl who was like real soft spoken and like real
Mhm.
chill, and then her she was a rapper, but she would like rap. Do you remember Peaches? Have you ever heard of Peaches?
That name sounds
She
familiar. I
she
think.
she's like she was actually an EDM, you could say, but or even like Lil Kim or something, or
Mhm.
even up to date, like Cardi B or Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj or something. How they'll talk all dirty. This girl would talk real sweet and real soft spoken, and then get on stage and just talk about like eating pussy, fucking
Jesus
fingering
Christ.
buttholes and shit. It's tight. It's tight. I was like, hell yeah.
Yo.
That juxtaposition is always like very uh, 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 interesting to me.
Right.
Oh, what made you want to start? Hey, what's up? Hey, it's Trip. Welcome in. What made you want to start like making EDM music? What attracted you to it?
So, I guess it was kind of like when I was real young, like back in like the early 2000s, or not 2000, like 2010s, because I'm still young as fuck. So, literally, so I was like really into like old school Skrillex
Mm.
and Avicii, Swedish
Hold
House
on, hold on.
Mafia.
The fact that you said old school Skrillex is just funny to me because I remember that motherfucker
Yeah.
was brand new Skrillex, but to you, he's old school Skrillex. Amazing. Keep going.
Yeah, I was like listening to like Calvin Harris at the time because
Mm.
like my parents are very young too. So back in they kind of put me on to like that sort of EDM. So I
Mm.
really started just kind of like falling in love with it and just kind of went just like nosedive into it, just to like
Are you
find my genre.
would are you the type that goes to like the Electric Daisy Fest and stuff, festivals like that?
Yeah, so like I recently just got back from one. So
Oh,
or
nice.
not EDC, but this smaller festival called North Coast. I just went like as a guest just to kind of like experience it because it's like my first real festival, so I'd never really gone.
It
So
it was a
that was
it was a EDM festival,
yeah.
and you were playing, or you just went to as a spectator.
I just went as a spectator, like as a guest.
Hmm.
I never gone at, so I was just like, might as well, go to a rave to see what happens.
Oh shit! Hold on, I'm bringing you up. Oh, look at you! Hold on. I'll fix you. Don't do anything.
No worries, no worries.
This is just how it's going today. All right, here we go. So this is the festival. You can already
Yeah.
get your pre-sale tickets, y'all, for next year. So don't hold back. Don't hold back now. Let's see. So we have North Coast, and who was some of the DJs that you were there to see?
So Madion, Sudden Death, Murata, Eptic, Must Die, Uber, Sisto, Jaqui, Dombreski, Tachami, Amala.
Damn. So
Those are
like
the
a
deep-
lot. Did
Yeah,
you get to see them all, or were you missing?
I was able to see them all. Yeah, I made sure that
Nice.
I was on my own mission that day with the people
That
I went with. I was, I left my group so many times.
were they
They were
boring?
actually, no, I warned them. Like I was just like, hey, if I run away, just let me run away.
Yeah. Don't try to make this a whole group effort, okay?
Yeah,
No, I feel that. If I go out with a group too, man, to any kind of festivals and stuff like that, I always, hey, howdy, Trip. If I go to any festivals like or anything like that, it's like I'm almost guaranteed to just skate off by myself and just sort of figure some shit out or something. You know what I mean? Like I don't know what I
yeah.
was doing. But yeah, you got to have your own adventure. Did you have a was it a good time? Did you enjoy yourself? Was it like more than what you expected? How was your experience?
It was really fun. Yeah, no, I had a really good time. It was like I it was fun. I met a lot of new people. Just like started to like chat and just like met a bunch of cool
Oh
people over
shit, you went
there.
this was this in Illinois?
Yeah, I went to Chicago for this.
You went to Chicago, you flew out to Chicago?
Uh-huh.
That's dope. I didn't realize. So you came to the Midwest just to go check it out and it was in a
Yeah,
stadium? It wasn't
yeah.
outside?
Or it's like outside stadium,
Oh,
so it
okay,
was
okay.
like literally like, so there's like the stadium, which is like the main stage, and there's
Uh,
like three side stages.
I
It's
got
really
you.
cool.
I got you. And wow, that's crazy.
Trip, I will start making psychedelic country when we finish our collabs.
Yeah, Disentr, please, if you're in chat, man, if you see something that one of your people say, or if you want to read something off chat, please feel free to. And if anybody has any questions for Disentr, we have channel points here. They're called fresh bars, and it only costs one fresh bar, and it's you can ask a question for the guest, and it just helps me keep track of the questions because I fucking I get lost sometimes. It's just what happens,
Yeah.
friends. So if you do it, hey, thanks, Trip. I appreciate the follow. Thank you so much. I am gonna turn off those alerts though.
No, you're good.
Let me see. What is it called? Hold on. I'm trying to pop out my thing here. That didn't sound good. I'm trying to pop out my thing, guys.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right. So if you, oh god damn it. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I'm being such a space cadet. All right, here we go. Put that back up here. Boom. All right, yeah, let's go back to the other screen. You guys didn't need to see that at all. All right, we're back. Okay, so if you do have a question, please use the fresh bars so I can keep track of the questions.
Mhm.
Give me a sub. You won't. What's your biggest struggle in your creative process?
Yeah, so I
That's
guess like
from
my biggest
Nathan.
struggle is like I like suffer from like imposter syndrome, so I'm like I don't know if like my stuff like actually is like good, so I'll like psych myself out a lot.
Mm.
So I'm like, because when I'll send something out to just like my producer friends or whoever, I'm just like, I don't know if it's actually good.
Mm.
And there's like obviously like the few cases where I'm like, you know what, I actually am kind of, this sounds good, but it really depends. Like it's very dependent on the situation, I would say.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I feel that, man. Sometimes you're not even sure what's good or not. You'll work on a song for so long. You put so much. Hey, movie touch. Thank you so much, my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you for giving Trip a gifted sub after they demanded it of someone else. Mads Dabs. We're just calling you Dabs because that's tight. Dabs. Dabs, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Uh, so yeah, man. Like I don't know. I've had that problem too. I mean, I gotten past that just because I've gotten to a point in my creativity where it's just like I made it. This is as best as it's gonna get, and that's it. You know, like
Yeah.
there's just a point where you have to like call it a day, where you have to be like, listen, this has to go out, or I'm never gonna release this.
Hmm.
Um, you know, like how do you get past those feelings when you're, you know, those are hard feelings to shake. I know personally. How do you get past those feelings enough to sort of push the button to distribute your song all over the world?
So it kind of is like at some point I'm just kind of like, you know what, send it. I
Hmm.
don't care anymore. Just do it. And like
Yeah.
put
After
it,
tearing
send.
yourself apart for weeks.
Yeah, yeah. Like because the people that do know me personally, like
Mm.
they've seen me like work on a song to death,
Mm. To
and
where
it's
the
just like
song dies itself, or you're just putting in
where
some. Go ahead.
I'm putting in some long hours, like
Mm.
just like sitting here at my desk working on a song for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
So I do tend to overwork myself a lot.
Okay, and you and to the point where you're like missing meals and not showering. Like, what is it?
Nah, no,
I
no,
mean,
no. Just
like,
like where I'm like fatigued, where I'm like I can't look at the computer screen anymore, sort of thing.
oh well,
You
that's
know?
okay. That's fine. See,
Yeah.
that's cool. It's when you like start ignoring bodily functions and all that. He doesn't shower ever. That's what Trip says. Uh, uh, I love how your friend just came in here to troll you.
No, they're homies.
It's all good. I know how it
They're
goes,
all,
man. I know how it goes.
I
Uh,
like this question. What are your goals for the end of the year?
there you go. Let's go. We're jumping into it. What are your goals for
Yeah.
the end of the year?
So I'm definitely gonna put out more music for sure.
Mm,
And I know it's a little. I did kind of start a little later in the year because I did just release something this month.
mm,
But I ideally want to put out a new song by November, I would say. And I'm already kind of just like working towards that, just kind
mm,
of like planning it out on my calendar and my schedule, that
mm.
sort of stuff.
Wow.
And
You set goals for yourself like that?
yeah,
D-
like just
Is there a reason you set goals like that?
just like just to kind of like be on top of it, like just because I'm at the point where I really want to start taking my career seriously.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I asked that because it's like, uh, what did I ask you? See, this is what I'm talking about. Is that shit? What did I just ask you?
You just asked me why why do I make those goals?
Oh yes, yes, yes. That's right. Thank you, thank you. I just needed to back up for 1 second, and then I'm back. I'm back, y'all. Listen, guys, I went to a music festival over the weekend. My mind is a brain of mush right now, so you guys just bear with me. Uh, so, no, the reason why I even asked that is because you know some people work like you know they don't put a limit or a time limit on themselves, and they'll just sort of work until the song is done. But I also know how because I'm the same way as well. Like where I'll put a goal. You know, I'll put parameters on what I have to get done and what I can do, and what I find is if I don't have those parameters, if I don't have that, then it won't get done. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
then it'll just be sitting there forever, and I'll always find a reason not to come back to it and work on it. But you know, like for some, it's just you know I just work until it's done, and you know, like does it take you a while to get a song done, or are you pretty prolific in your production?
I can be pretty prolific, like or proficient.
Mm-hmm.
Like as of lately, like I'd say over the past like 8 months,
Mm-hmm.
I have been just really cranking out a lot of music,
Mm-hmm.
just like kind of just like pushing through it, just to kind of like make sure I have like a nice back catalog, so then I can kind of start planning my releases accordingly. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And then so then, how many songs are you working on at this moment?
Oh boy. um, 4.
Okay. Is that how you usually work? We usually have like four, few songs in the mix, at a time.
Yeah, around 4 or 5 songs. Yeah.
What's the reason? Why do you have so many different projects? Why don't you just go one after another?
It just depends, like, because like you'll for me, it's like, oh, I'll finish up this song. Oh, let's go back to this. Let's go back to that.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's not like I'm starting them all like at the same time. It's just like
Right.
things that I've like, just ideas that I haven't finished that I go
Mhm.
back to later, and then
Yeah.
I'll start brand new ones. And if I really like it, I'll finish it right then and there.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. I'm the same way, man. Like it's like for me, it's like you work until it's like, okay, I guess I don't know what to do with this, and then oh, I know I could do this over here, and I could start this one over here, and oh, I got this beat that I could add this line I just came up with over here, so it's like,
Right.
but like sometimes it's just like you just sort of shit them out because it's like it sort of just pops in your head, and it just pisses, it just comes right out, right? Like
Right.
it's like you're tapping into something, and it
Yeah.
just like time and space just sort of becomes irrelevant. That's when I start like neglecting my eating and showering is what for real. It's like when the energy is in a song and I could feel it, and I know that the muse is delivering. They're part of the deal, and like it's just coming out of me. There is no reason to break that stride unless you have to
Mhm.
like go do something very important or something. But it's like for me, I feel like it's like if the music and the magic or the juice or the energy is there in a song, it's like why step away from that? It's like you don't know if it's gonna come back or what the
Yeah.
situation is. So for me, I'll just plow through it and like say fuck it and not eat and whatever the situation is because the energy because there is something when you're in the creation mode that gives you sort of this like jolt of energy, right? Like when you're on
Yeah.
it.
I feel that.
Do you feel that like when you're really onto something, when something's really working, like a song is really coming together, like
Yeah. I'll just like sit here, like just like I won't leave. I'm just like
um,
dead eye focus. I want to work until like
because I mean
that like
because it's
creativity.
your energy, like because the
Yeah.
energy's there, right? Like
Yeah.
and like now on the opposite side, have you ever been working on a beat and then like at the end of the session you just sort of give up and you feel drained and like you just need to go like take a nap or something? You have
Yeah,
those
I feel that.
moments.
Sometimes like there have been a few projects where I'm just like sitting there just like I don't feel like working on this right now.
Hmm.
So like I'll kind of like step away from the computer,
Yeah,
just like go do something else, you know what I mean? Just like
that's a good
take
idea,
a
man.
breather.
That's a good idea, man, because I don't know. Sometimes people will just like go crazy on this one thing. It's like I can't do that, and then end up
Mhm.
like never coming back to it. It's cool, man, that you're at a very young age because it took me a long time to understand how my workflow works, right? Like, because
Right.
you gotta kind of when you're first starting in production, like first you gotta learn how to use the software, and then like if you're not very well versed in music, you gotta sort of figure out how you're going to like make melodies and make it all sound like it's working together, and so it's like there's a lot
Yeah,
that goes into it, man. And
it is.
yeah, so I don't know. I forgot where I was going with that. So there you
You're
go.
good.
No, I'm not. I'm not good. Not good. Not today. I'm so sorry, man. Shit's exhausting.
You're
It is
good. You're
exhausting.
good.
Well, it is exhausting if you're working on something that sucks. It's like, do you collaborate with people or do you get hired? Does anybody ever hired you to make a beat or anything like that?
So I have done collaborations and I'm in the working with a few people.
Hmm.
Can't really say, not, not gonna say who.
Oh, I dare you. Is it Skrillex?
Yes.
Here it is, folks. You heard it here
One day,
first.
one day, one day. one day.
Fuck
That's the
yeah.
goal.
Samo said that Skrillex is the original emo, and I disagree with that, Samo. I don't think he's original emo. I didn't
I'll,
even know he was emo.
I would say he's the original emo for EDM for
Yeah,
sure.
and dubstep, right?
Dubstep, yeah.
He fucking. Are you? I'm curious because like I didn't know that this was a popular way to produce, but like since I've been on Twitch, I've met a lot of different producers and watched their streams and stuff, and what I noticed is that a lot of and Skrillex actually does this. And that's where I first kind of heard, but I didn't understand what he was talking about. Do you use the piano roll to make your song, or are you a keyboard like plunk it out on the piano keyboard MIDI controller? Where do you live?
So I live on the piano roll personally. Like it's very nice. You could just like lay it out on there, just like like kind of like a click in the notes of how you want it to sound,
Right.
stuff like that. So I feel like, especially in like or like dubstep music or bass music, I should say that's more generalized. So I feel like it's very easy to just kind of like just click around and just kind of figure out some notes that you want to just plug
Yeah.
in, you know?
Yeah, I am so are you pretty fast at that now? Since that's how
Yeah.
you yeah. I was blown the fuck away. I've never seen it in action until I've been on Twitch, and it was like, holy shit! Like these kids are out here just like drawing in all their melodies and shit, like and fast, and like doing it real, like really complex things, man, and just doing it in a piano roll. And I'll use the piano roll too because my piano skills are limited. And with the piano roll, you can really do some really cool shit that you can't even do as a human being. You know what I mean? Like, like
Yeah.
humanly impossible. So it's cool to do it like that. But that's just a tool for me. It's not like my main way of production. So I'm just amazed by that. I had no idea that's how shit worked until like, a few years ago. And I was like, God damn.
Oh my.
Yeah, I know. And like I said, I'm not the hugest EDM guy. So like
Right.
it's very interesting to talk to folks who are doing this because there is that idea that at one time I had this idea as well, but I've since, I've matured in my musical palette has matured and how I judge music these days have matured as well. And I used to think that EDM was like for button pushers, right? Have you heard
Yeah.
this term, the button pushers?
Yeah.
I think
Heard EDM's not real music.
well,
Plenty of times.
see, that's stupid. I don't think it's not real music. I just think that when it comes to the performance end, a lot of like musicians who play like traditional musical instruments are sitting there like, this ain't shit. He's just like cueing and pushing buttons and blah, blah, blah. And I remember reading this article that Deadmau5 wrote a while ago. I think it was for like some electronic magazine or some production magazine. He wrote this. I'm pretty sure it's a pretty famous article though. But he wrote this article about button pushers and stuff, and basically it came down to it's not about the performance and what you're doing on say. I mean it is, but he's like it's what people are doing in the production of it itself, because Deadmau5 is a type of producer who will start from scratch, like like if he's working on hey Robbie, welcome in, thank you so much for subbing, my friend. Everybody go follow Robbie's a streamer here on Twitch and a fucking mod and a videographer. He does all kinds of shit. Welcome in, Robbie. Thank you for being here, my friend. Good to see you. And I always forget what your thing. I think it's RS. Is it RS, Robbie? Or is it RB? I think it's RB. Sorry, Robbie. I always forget. Go follow Robbie, everybody. But essentially what the article came down to is that it's about what people are doing in, behind the scenes in the production itself. So like he'll like if he's working on a digital synthesizer, he always starts at he always initializes. Is that what they call it? Initialize. Where he takes it, where if you're working on a synth and you just take off all the patches and starting from just the boops, just the
Yeah,
the
that's
sine
pretty
wave.
much Yeah, just initializing pretty much. That's
Initializing
pretty much what it
the
is. Yeah.
sig. I can't remember what the right word is, but sorry, my beautiful hair is
hmm
falling out all over me and in
hmm
my face. Uh, See, I wish I had hair like you, man. My hair is fucking just coming right out. I'm old. Uh, the so that's like for me when I read that article from Deadmau5, it was like really eye opening in the fact that it's like these people these artists are doing some real work. It's just most of their work comes from behind the scenes. And then they kind of have their laptop, obviously, and their little DJ, whatever, MIDI controller, and however they can expand on it. But essentially, they are just pushing play. Um, I don't know. How does that fall in your ears when you hear stuff like that?
It's not even like that. It's not even like that. So there's
He's
some
like, it's
artists out
not
there.
even like that, bro.
It's like there's some artists out there. Like for example, like Slander, Madion, Millennium. There's I believe OK does it too, where they bring out like drum pads and they like
Mhm.
drum in all their stuff, and even Porter Robinson too. They'll like play their stuff on like whether
Right,
it's like
but
a
it's
launch
too,
pad or
but it,
MIDI, and
but
it's like
it's
live for a live like for a live event for a
right,
live show.
but it's not necessarily like it's live. Him playing each note live. He's still going over like a track, right? There's still a track that he's adding
Uh,
live elements to.
Not necessarily. So like
Mm.
there's like he'll play like for example Porter, like he'll play his pianos like live
Hmm.
for the live show. So and like what Madion does too, he does like he just like drums out on his drum pad and just like he'll add his drums to the song.
Right, to an already completed song. That
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and look, that's not how I feel. I just don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to
Yeah.
like shit on what you do or what people do because again, I've matured in my thought process in regards to that. But I'm just thinking on how other people look at it because I'm a like I'm an instrumentalist, so like I I talk to instrumentalists a lot of the times, and it's like what I find is instrumentalists can be kind of biased towards vocalists and
Right.
EDM artists. So it's like,
Right.
and if they're jazz artists or jazz musician, well, the list gets much longer. So,
Yeah.
so like I'm looking at it from that perspective, and so, like I think it's a ridiculous way to look at it because we're all just making music here. Um, you know, uh, the thing is also is that a lot of these programs, like if you're working with Logic or Fruity Loops
Mhm.
or Cubase, they have these pre-made beats and stuff that a lot of people will just sort of use and throw together. I'm not saying that's everybody, but there are some like pre-made stuff that'll just
Right.
these programs make it very easy just to put these pre-made loops together and call it a
Mhm.
song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's also that music has also gotten easier, and I say
I
air quotes, easier to sort of produce out there. Uh,
yeah.
but and it's sort of saturated the market. This is just coming from my thoughts right now. Okay, so please, I want to hear your retort. But like it's just I don't know, man. It's just one of those things, I guess, where we're musicians and musicianship. It is sort of it gets put in this pedestal where like if you're not running scales and doing it classically, then you don't know what you're doing. And I'm not saying classical music. I'm just saying
Yeah.
classically learning or classically playing playing an instrument. And again, I don't mean classical music. I just mean like the idea of playing music. There's no wrong or right way to create art. And I want to, I agree with that. Even people who are just sort of putting loops together off of Fruity Loops and just saying like, hey, this is my new song, whatever. It's still something that they're doing, but I know you were starting to retort towards when I said easier to make music and stuff. So please respond. I know that was a lot of just me rambling. I probably got off track, but
You're good. You're good. So I wouldn't necessarily say easier because when creating a song, I would say it's very like just kind of like whatever's like in the flow. And then like, yes, obviously there exists like those, like these pre-made songs that FL Studio, Logic, Ableton, or whatever DAW you use, they'll offer that, but it's not original to you.
Right.
So I think in that sense, it's not really your song; it's the developers.
Right. Well, I mean, you could make something out of it, right? Like you could put like a beat and then put like a thing over and then put changes and stuff. And I know it's not their original, but like it's original to whoever's hearing it for the first time, you know what I mean? So and the way that you could put these loops together, you could make it so it's sort of like a different thing altogether.
Yeah,
And you can also like twist these loops up too, like in the sampling sense too. So like you can also take these sounds that are in there and make them sound completely different. But I mean, I would say that anybody who does do that though, again, I'm not trying to judge, but maybe you should go back
mhm,
to the drawing board and and
yeah,
reevaluate why you're making music. Because if you're just
yeah.
taking pre-made loops and just throwing them out there as your own, then that's just. But hey, do you, boo? Like if that's how you want to create music,
Do
create
you?
music. Yeah. But I'm sorry. I know I interrupted again. Did you? Please finish your thoughts on
You're
this.
good. It's I like for sampling, like it's one of those things like you can't just like just throw it, just can't like just throw it in and call it a day.
Mhm.
Like it's a lot more complicated than that. Like you have to just mix it and do what, add all these effects, time stretch it, pitching, and all that. And it's why like when people be like, oh, producers use samples, and like you're not, it's not yours. Well, more or less what you do with the sample rather than what.
Yeah, if you're just like what's the Vanilla Ice, famous, right? Vanilla doom
Hmm.
doom 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 doom. It's a David Bowie and Freddie Mercury song,
Yeah,
Under Pressure, right?
yeah,
They didn't do a fucking thing. They just
yeah.
literally
That's
sampled the
that's
song, and
that's
then
different.
you have Vanilla Ice going like it's that. Tss. There's like a tss, that it's totally different, not the same. Which you might not be familiar with that interview because this is fucking Vanilla Ice. Anyway, I'm old. Let's not forget I'm very old. But yeah, I get that where it's just like that kind of sampling is like, well, that's again, I would say go back to the drawing board and sort of rethink how you're approaching music and maybe reevaluate your goals in music if all you're doing
One
is
hundred percent.
sampling
Yeah.
shit and just throwing it out there. But again, like you look at stuff like the Beastie Boys, and they had a lot of Mixmaster Mike. Is that who it was? Is that their DJ and producer? I can't remember.
Uh,
I think it is Mixmaster Mike. Hold on.
maybe.
You're like, dude, that's before my time. Why are you asking me shit like that? I'm pretty sure. Yes, he was. Thank you. Thank you, Google. So like there was the whole idea when not the whole idea, but when the Beastie Boys were being taken to court for sampling and stuff. I mean, basically that's kind of what Mixmaster Mike did, was just sort of like straight up steal songs and mix it together, mix different songs and drum beats and stuff together and then put it out there. But I think there's an art to that as well. If you can take these elements of different songs and make something completely new and fucking awesome, then that's something else. But there's this whole like DMCA thing where copyright infringement and stuff like that. So there is all these different elements to sampling that you sort of have to be weary of. But I've always thought that people who criticize people for sampling is like short-sighted, because if you like the Wu-Tang Clan or if you like Nas or any of these older
Hmm.
hip hop rap artists, that most of their beats are all fucking just sampled from 70s soul shit. So it's like, you got something. You're fucking ridiculous if you think that. I mean, that's masterpiece music. Like the golden age
Right.
of hip hop and shit. That's masterpiece. That's a fucking whole thing, son. So I don't know. I agree. It's just when I look at how people look at DJs and how they look at EDM and hip hop producers and stuff, I think they just have a skewed idea of it, especially if you're looking at it
Right.
from the thing that's like, is that really music? Is there talent that actually goes into that? And I think it's stupid to say that it's not. It doesn't take talent to hear how to put these elements together and to make something new and exciting. What are some honorable accomplishments that you've achieved this year or ever?
Um, I guess I'll start with this year. So this year, I'm really excited that I put out a new song. It's like the first time I would say I'm doing this like very seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Like where before, like I say this a lot, like I was just a young kid just messing around, just like releasing music just for the fun of it, just like not really like thinking of like, all right, well, you have to market it and you got to do all this, do all that. So like I would say in that regard, it's like this is like the big like the big one that I really put like a lot of time into it and a lot of effort and a little bit of money, of course, because marketing.
Takes money.
And then I guess overall, like I did get to back in, I believe it was October, last October. I was playing. I opened up for an act called Blunts and Blondes, and that was a great show. I was back to back with one of my good friends, even now. His name is Shocks or David. He was dope friend. We threw a phenomenal set. That
Blunt,
was a lot of fun.
blunts and blondes. No, are they
Yeah,
EDM too, or what are they? Hip
yeah.
hop, EDM.
They're EDM. Yeah,
And it looks like they're a national touring act, so it looks like that was probably a pretty good show,
yeah. It was a lot of fun. I think I had like 200 or 300 people
huh?
at that show.
Damn, hell yeah! Was that your first time playing live, or was that your first bigger show?
That was my first bigger show. So like before that, like I was like in high school. This is how I used to like make my money back in high school. I would do like house parties and stuff. So I would mob around to all these little house parties and play these like little shows for people, and it was cool. But it's not what I wanted to do.
And so
Like
you were just like playing like top 40 type stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it wasn't like
dude. But that
fulfilling, I would say.
well, no, but that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's very entrepreneurial, and that's still something you could do today. If like, are you opposed to doing that still, like, but not even like doing parties, but like if you were just like got hired to do a DJ set and you're just playing top 40 or whatever, are you actually opposed to that, or because I mean, like, I make original music, but like I'm not above playing in a cover band, play covers to make some money as a musician. So like in that sense, that's how I'm sort of framing it. Or are you someone who
Yeah.
wants to stay true to your art, and not that people who go out and play covers or play other people's music as a DJ aren't true to their art, but I'm just saying, do you want to, as an artist, do you want to stay firm on playing only your original stuff, or are you someone who's like, if you got money, I'll play, fuck it, I don't give a fuck.
No, I am kind of opposed to doing that nowadays. Like just kind of like going out and playing top 40 stuff.
Mm,
Like I'd rather, like play like raves and like or somewhere I could play my own music and like cuz EDM itself it's not like a very like I don't want to say mainstream cuz it is, but like
go
with
ahead.
the genre that I do, like it doesn't appeal to like like if I were to show this to my my new song to like my grandparents or
No,
my aunts or uncles, whoever, they're gonna be like, "What the hell is this?"
right.
So I want to play like the raves, those shows where that music's like really appreciated, and I
Mm-hmm.
can even like play my own stuff too.
And then so like in those situations, are you playing other EDM artist music if you're playing like at a like a festival vibe like that, or
Yeah,
so you
yeah,
play
yeah,
so you play other people's music and your music in between?
yeah. I'll like switch it up, throw
Mm-hmm.
throw my own songs, and then like like popular like dubstep songs or like
Mm-hmm.
like mashups and edits and stuff like that.
Cool. All right, all right. So you guys do. Hey, Swordplay Beats, welcome in. Thank you so much for
Eh,
following. Is this another one of your friends?
yeah, her and I released a song, the G shit, I believe.
Oh, G shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Fucking A. Well, welcome in. Swordplay Beats, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I appreciate the follow. Hey, Nick's the name. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. I like your name too, Nick. Nick's the name. Nick's the name, and Nick's my game. Yeah. So let me see here. So, what is there anything else? Was there anything else honorable that you've achieved? Not even in this year, but over your time as a musician, that you
I would say like
honorable achievements.
I would say like just over the fact that I've been constantly grinding on making music. Like over the past 8 to 6 months, I've like cranked out a lot of music, like 17 tracks
That's dope, dude. Hell yeah. So
that
so you're
I feel comfortable releasing. Yeah.
hell yeah. So you are so you're just like your honorable achievement is just being able to make music and do it and have enough and like really grind into it. Have you just found in the last 9 months that you're just becoming more obsessed with just like making music and like that's all you really want to do and that's all you're thinking
Yeah.
about? It's like fuck going out and hanging out with friends. Like I got things to do here,
Yeah. That's
dude.
Yeah, I've done that a few times. Yeah, I'll go to work and I'm like, dang, I have an idea for a song right now. I kind of wish I can just run back home really quickly and just kind of like put the idea
You should
out.
just do that next time. Call your boss and be like, listen, I had a really good idea for my next track, and I'm not gonna make it in today, bro. I'll see you next week because I am busy.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, that shit's awesome. Honestly, like that. I mean, it sucks when you're at work or when you're, but like it's awesome that you just when that switch finally does sort of flip, when that switch sort of flips in your head, and it's just like holy shit, all I want to do is this, and I'm just obsessed with this, and like I'm getting better at this, and it's just like it's just to me that's when you're. I think that's when you're starting to really develop as an artist because it's sorry. Sorry,
You're
table.
good.
I just knocked the table, so I apologize to my table. It is a very awesome thing when you're able to, as an artist, be able to be like, man, I can make songs that I like, and I'm starting to hear things in my head, and I'm starting to be able to put them out into the real world and make them real.
Right.
Those are very very important moments for artists and musicians, especially who really want to take this seriously and not just hobbyists. So
Yeah.
I commend you, man. You're only 19.
Appreciate-
That took me until like I was 30, bro.
Shoot, how old are you?
I'm like 40.
Oh shit, you're like my dad's age, yo. Yeah.
Are you happy? Are you proud of yourself, Desentr? Are you proud of yourself? You just made me feel bad about my age. Are you proud of
No, you
yourself?
don't feel bad.
Are you
No,
proud of yourself, Desentr? Um, in your opinion, what is a key component to making a good song?
I would say the arrangement and kind of like having not only just like sound selection, of course, is just like literally having your arrangement in mind before you kind of like do anything else, and like even like of course like mixing as well. Like something I learned a little bit ago was like arrange with the mix in mind, and what that kind of means is like, oh, don't just overload your stuff with a bunch of samples or sounds or whatever. Just kind of like, if you have a good idea, your sounds will speak. It'll speak for itself,
Mm. Mm.
regardless of the mix.
Yeah, I feel that. I kind of do that as well, just working on songs. But for me, I think maybe maybe is not the same meaning as what you just said, but where sort of I'm sort of almost mixing as I go,
Yeah.
sort of like keeping levels under control. If something needs like a compressor, I'll add like a compression on something real quick, and then sort of when it does come to the mixing part, I'm not doing a whole lot to have to go back and redo. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
but I
So,
don't know if that's what you meant. Is that kind of what you
yeah.
meant?
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant. Like mix as you go, like as you're like arranging the
Mm-hmm.
song and just like making it like making it. So then later on you could kind of like fine tune it and kind of like really perfect it to kind of like get it the way that you sound, and even like how it correlates to like regardless, like phone speakers, the car, the
Yeah.
bit, if you have the opportunity to like big systems, of course.
Hmm. Yeah, that was actually fun, you guys. Oh man, I can't talk about it. Never mind. But the I love that. I love big systems, man. It was Robbie. Robbie, just give him 421. It's fine. I smoked before I looked. Now you're all like, oh man, I can't do that to him, bro. I can't give him 421 followers on Twitter, man. Uh, um, shit. I forgot what I was gonna say. What were we just talking about? You're young. You're vital. What were we just saying?
uh
I'm sorry I'm doing this to you. I'm sorry that I'm forcing you to be kind of the host here. Like,
Man, dude, I kind of spaced out for like 2 seconds.
that's tight. That's tight. Fuck it. If
Two
anybody in
seconds.
chat remembers what we were talking about, please clue us back in before Robbie came in here, started talking about 420 and fucking getting high and shit. His Highness, it came through the computer like osmosis, and like it also made me high, and so now I'm high and just forgetting everything. So thanks a lot, Robbie. Stoner
No,
boner.
you're all good,
Oh, I
Robbie.
do remember what it was. I caused the space. The playing through a big system. How
Yeah.
was that when you got to play through a big system at that concert that you opened up for the those people, blunts and blondes? Is that what it was?
Yeah. So like it was a lot of fun. Like I was able to play out like some unreleased music on there, and I got to see how the crowd reacted too. Like
Hmm.
I didn't like like hop on the mic and be like, "Oh, this is a brand new song." Like it was just kind of mix it in with two popular songs. That's kind of like my way to do it. Like if your song's good, to see
Hmm.
mix in with two popular ones, and if it gets the same kind of reaction, that's you're golden.
Hmm. That's a good idea, man. I mean, that's how people who play like cover bands and stuff, they'll do that too. You know, they'll like sandwich it in between two popular songs, and
Yeah.
hopefully, people be like, "Oh shit, what's this?" This
Mm-hmm.
is awesome. This is amazing. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's not a bad way to go about it. Honestly, that's smart. Oh, so yeah, those loud systems, man. Like I remember the first time that because I created this like synth patch for a song, and I was playing with this band, and it was like a really big like bass that sort of that the I don't know, the filter kind of opened up as it played, and so it was like
Yeah.
something like that. And I was playing at the House of Blues in San Diego, and it was like I I mean, like, to hear that bass just rumble the entire fucking place, total bonage. Total bonage. Like, I just like popped mad fucking producer boner. Like, I love that. I love that shit, man.
Oh yeah,
I've been lucky
definitely.
enough to play some really awesome venues that had like really awesome systems. So to be able to hear your shit coming out of like a really amazing system is just incredible, and valuable, as you were saying, because because I like that you were talking about like your mixing process, because when you are mixing, you want to be listening to the mix out of your phone, out of your car, you know, big systems, like studio monitors, like as many different things. You want to sound good coming out of all of those
Mhm.
different things before you start going into mastering and stuff like that. So you've been mixing and mastering, or are you just mixing your own songs?
Yeah, I mix and master my own stuff.
That's dope. That's dope. How did you learn to do stuff like that?
So, YouTube University, straight
Let's
up.
go.
YouTube University.
Let's
And
go.
yeah, and then I'm really lucky because I had a little bit of a mentor, Nathan Wolf. He
Hey.
he
Oh,
really
sorry.
no,
Jesus.
you're good, you're good. He literally he showed me the ropes and kind of like really like opened like enlightened me almost to kind of like how I could take this to the next level and just like
Are you
start
able?
to become really good.
You use Ableton?
I use Logic.
Logic. Logic.
Mhm.
Okay. You like? Have you ever fucked with Ableton before?
Yeah, I have. So I've used like Ableton. I've messed around in FL Studio a few times, but I feel like Logic is like my home base.
Because you work with a Mac.
Yeah.
No, me too though. No, I only work with Naders. Welcome in, buddy. I only work with. Well, I had a Mac and I only work with Logic because my friend gave it to me for free. So I'm just like, whatever.
Mhm.
This is what I'm using. I hated Logic at first because the learning curve fucked me over. But then when I
Mhm.
think about Ableton, like, and the learning curve for Ableton, because Ableton is very cool, and like automation, and like they make things very cool, and the parameters you can sort of fuck with are very awesome. But like for me, the learning curve was just too much. I learned
Mhm.
how to use it, but like it was just and then Logic, and then I had to relearn Logic, and this is a pain in the fucking ass, man. But that's tight though, man. That's tight. That you, like I what I respect is like your grind at such a young age, because like probably because mostly because I didn't. I was just very haphazardly dicking off with my music career. So like I was just too busy having fun in Southern California. That was all I was doing. So it goes down in SoCal, but
Where are you at now?
I'm in Ohio. But
Ohio.
I yeah. But I lived in San Diego for about 13 years. And
Nice,
I moved
nice.
back here a few years ago, which whatever. I'm over it. I miss California dearly, but whatever. I'm here now. I'm doing it. So whatever. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
But yeah, man. It's the mixing thing that took me a while, and the fact that you're able to mix. So the last three songs that you released were all mixed and mastered by you.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. They sound really,
I
really good. They
I
sound really,
appreciate it. I
really good,
appreciate
man.
it.
Do you use for mastering? Do you use like a website, or do you go in and use the software?
I use the software, like I'll master it myself, like Ozone and just like stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
even some like there's some really good like stock stuff in there too that are like
that's the isotope stuff. The
yeah.
ozone isotope. Yeah, that's my shit too, man. That whole suite is so titties. It's so good. It's so
It's
fucking good,
real
man. That's how I
nice.
learned. That's like how I really learned to master, was using that suite, that whole fucking isotope mastering suite. But now I don't have that anymore. So now I just use fucking my basic ass plugins on Logic, and I still kill it. I still kill it,
There
motherfuckers.
you go. There you go.
I buy no
That's
plugins.
what you gotta do.
Fun fact: Ohio means good morning in Japanese. Swordplay. Thank you
Oh,
so much for that. That's Ohio. That's
Ohio.
Ohio.
I mean,
That's
it feels like pretty much morning for me. I'm having my second or third cup coffee right now. I've been
oh
up
damn.
since like 7 or 8:30.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Why'd you get up so early? You're young. Shouldn't you be sleeping until noon?
I don't know. I was working on music and some emails I need to do.
No, that's awesome, dude. That's so cool. Mad respect to that. Yeah, when you went to that festival in Chicago, did you find yourself ingesting any illicit substances?
No, I did not. I really thought about it though. Did have the opportunity to, but
Mm.
then I just kind of was like, I'm not in a city I'm too familiar with.
Dude, that
So not quite yet.
fuck, dude, fuck those things. You don't need that. If music moves you and you don't need drugs and shit, I say stay sober. Because as
Yeah.
someone who has used a lot of drugs, I fucking it's just better to stay sober, man. Like to hold on to, like my suggestion to you is just hold on to this fire that's burning in your fucking creative soul right now, and don't let anything get in the way of that. Don't let
Yeah.
fucking alcohol, booze, partners. Don't let any fucking new partners get in the way of it. I mean, I know that's tough too, but like, man, just stay focused because you're very talented. You have a great ear for mixing and mastering, and you fucking and you're motivated, and that's what you need, man. That's what you need. So like, fucking keep doing that, and fuck eating fucking Molly or fucking acid or whatever the fuck. Stay straight and narrow until you're ready for that shit, man. Because it's gonna only benefit you at the end to stay clear headed.
Yeah. I will say though, I do fuck with mushrooms.
Well, mushrooms are
Like,
medicine, okay? That's not
yeah.
drugs.
I'm sure some people in the chat would beg to differ, but
You know
yeah,
what? If
no.
they beg to differ in the chat, they could suck. No, I'm just kidding, guys. No,
So
I respect anybody who's not into doing it. Just staying sober. That's totally fine. I was there was years where I was straight edge as fuck. I mean, just this year I was pretty straight edge, fucking for most of this year. So until
like
September came, and then life fucking went crazy. So
yeah, so I'll tell you about my mushroom story. So
sure.
I went up to Canada, specifically Calgary, and just because a few of my buddies live up there, they're like, "Yo, come through." So I was like, "Okay, cool." So I booked my flight, went over there. We were all chilling, hanging out. I drank a lot over there because it's legal age was 18. So I was like, "Well,
Wait, that where
I
was
go to
this?
Calgary, Canada."
Oh, okay, Calgary, Canada. Okay, it's only 18. I thought it was 19. So in
No, it
Calgary,
was
it's
18.
18.
Yeah, because each province has its like own
Yeah,
like liquor laws over there. So
I
it's
can
really
see that.
it's
Yeah,
interesting.
Brendan's like Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking Canada's a trippy ass place, man. That place is pretty cool. But okay, so 19 or 18 depends on the province. Okay, so I was going to what province is Windsor in? It's like
Windsor?
Windsor is I don't know what. Anyways, Windsor.
Mhm.
We would go to Windsor when I was 19 because they allowed you to drink when you're 19. Plus, at the time they had these Tylenol threes that have codeine in them, and you could just buy them
Oh.
over the shelf. So we'd buy like 3 bottles of it, and just we'd be like eating like the whole bottle at a time and drinking, so we could get high and
Oh,
shit.
that's a bad
Yeah,
that's a bad combo.
yeah, yeah. It's terrible, Disentr. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, never do that.
Yeah.
This is why I'm telling you. It's fucking. I was a dumb person with that was trying to run away from a lot of issues that I should have been working on as a young man, and that's what
Yeah.
I did. I went up and just fucking had
You owned up to that shit.
partied. I was partying, man. It was so fun. Bad chicken cow. What? Moving Dutchman. Oh wait, what did you say at the end of Big Bass? You're like something about a chicken combo.
Oh, yeah, no, so like something I like to do at the end of my songs, I've been doing a lot more recently, like every single end of the songs, like just make some random meme, throw it at the end. Like
Mm.
just like wherever, you know?
Yeah. That's fun. I mean, that's just I like that. That's that random
It's
stuff.
funny.
Yeah, it's just fun. Oh, brah, is that what he says? I'll take the chicken combo,
Bruh.
bro.
Yeah.
I'll take the chicken combo, bro. uh, but I think I'm Canadian. Oh, fun. Thank you, Swordplay.
Oh,
Oh my God, what did you do,
oh
Robbie?
no.
What did you play? What did you put down, Swordplay?
She just said she was Canadian.
That she's like, I'm Canadian. Delete. Robbie's
Wow.
Robbie's hardcore American. Okay, don't be fucking with Robbie. I'm just kidding. I'm sure that was a mistake. I don't know what. Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, it was just a mistake. It's okay. Haha, I'm Canadian. No worries. It was just a mistake, y'all. Don't worry.
It's all good. It's
Robbie's
all
not
good.
a tyrannical mod here. He's very easygoing guy that I like a lot. The bump in my. It's all good, brother. You know I love you. Uh, so I interrupted your mushroom story. So you went to Calgary. You drink a lot,
Yeah.
but
There
then
was there was not a day I wasn't drinking.
is that you like drinking? Is that fun for you?
Yeah, I like drinking a lot.
Okay,
Like,
watch
but
that
I'm not
shit.
like drinking like every single day to get like as as messed up as I possibly can, you
Mm-hmm.
know? So like last time I really drank was probably when I went to that festival. That was it.
Mm-hmm. So you were just drinking at the fest, just hanging out, not really doing
Yeah.
anything wild. That which is fair. I'm with it. I'm with it, man. Be careful with alcohol. That shit will get you. See, I've been addicted to heroin, okay, and alcohol was the hard thing for me to kick. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I really want you to really fucking flourish in this business because you really got something going on, man. So just be careful. That's all I'm saying.
Hmm.
From an old
Gotcha.
fucking addict to a young blossoming artist. That's all. So you were in Calgary and you were drinking a lot, and then they were like, "Hey, I got these."
Yeah, so no, it was actually like woke up all hungover, was eating probably some all dressed chips or something. Had I went all Canadian because I was like, listen, I know I'm not going to be able to get any of this stuff while I'm in the States, so I
Hell
might as
yeah,
well just get like, I gotta bask in it, get all the good stuff.
you're fucking right, baby.
Hmm so yeah, we trip or my friend, his name is AH Trip, so that guy, shout out to you for the
Oh,
mushrooms.
call him out. Call him. All
No,
right,
he's a
I'm just
homie,
playing.
he's a
I'm
homie.
just playing. I'm just playing.
You're good. So he supplied the mushrooms, and I think I took like 2 grams, 1.5, something like
Mm,
that, somewhere along those lines, because it was my first time tripping before.
right.
So like I've never done something like that, and literally, I believe I chased it down with ginger ale and chocolate milk.
Mm.
I was told that it was gonna work, and it was disgusting, absolutely
You
disgusting.
mixed it?
No, so I originally started with the chocolate milk, and then
Yeah.
I didn't like the chocolate milk, so then I switched to ginger ale.
Oh well, I can see why. Chocolate milk's a little rough on a stomach full of mushrooms. I do know that like chocolate has sort of like something that makes it intensifies it. I don't know about ginger
That
ale.
explains a lot. That
Uh,
explains a lot.
but you're better off eating like pure cacao chocolate, like shit, like good chocolate. You don't want like Hershey's or some
Yeah.
garbage bullshit. But I get it. I get it. It's all good. They were just like, yeah, drink chocolate milk. It'll make you fucking
Mhm.
trip hard. So that's how we used to do with acid. We'd get like a big jug of juice. Each person would have orange juice. We'd be drinking orange juice all night, doing shit. Vitamin C, get you fucking lifted, bro.
hmm
Anyways,
And then
go ahead. So you took one or two.
I was super anxious
Ah,
because I didn't know what to expect, what I was waiting for,
right.
and then I got super nauseous. Went
Mhm.
to the bathroom, handled my business. You got to throw up. You got to throw up. I felt 10 times better after that
Hell
though.
yeah, it's the best. After
And then after I threw up, like maybe like I that's when it started kicking in. Looking at my friend's oven, just kind of like across the way. I don't know, something about that oven was just like calming. It like I got like the vibes of like I need to like chill out.
oh.
I feel like it was telepathically communicating and telling me to chill out, and I did. It was great.
And then I did. It was
It's
great.
great. It was great.
Hell yeah! So it was a good experience. It wasn't
Yeah,
anything. And you weren't finding yourself afraid or feeling terrible. I mean, after you threw up, I'm saying you didn't feel
yeah.
like once you were in it, you weren't like tripping out like, oh my god, I need to go to the
Good. No,
hospital or
no.
anything.
Yeah, no.
It
We.
was a
I
great.
remember sitting on my friend's couch. I don't remember what we were watching, but we were watching something and I just started dying laughing. We got the giggles. I did write some music on mushrooms. That
Yeah.
was hard. That was a
Yeah.
hard experience because I wanted to try. I was like, you know what, let's give it a shot.
And
But I was able to get some stuff out. It was super fun, and then I
wait,
really
did you
started
keep
to.
it? Did you keep
Did I keep it?
Did you keep the song you started?
I think so.
Hmm.
It's somewhere in my folder.
Oh, it's all good. I'm just curious if it was something that you were like, oh, I have to come back to, or if it was just like you came back to it later and you're like, oh, what the fuck? Because
I
I've
feel
got
like it's probably the second one. Honestly, it's probably like you look back on it and you're like, dude, what the hell was I thinking?
yeah, well, you could well, I mean, you hear people being like because the hippies in the '60s. When you think about these artists like Jimi Hendrix or the Doors or like
Yeah.
they're all eating Grateful Dead. They're all like eating acid and making all this crazy music, and
Hmm.
it does. I think it does promote creativity, but I don't think it's something that you need necessarily to be creative. And it can hinder your creativity if you're really high. Like I'm not good at playing music when I'm high on mushrooms or hallucinogen or drunk or high at all. I have to be like super sober to play live because like
Right.
if I fuck around, like I'm not going to be at my best. So I'm
Right.
sober for performances and I'm mostly so like the worst I'll do when I'm creating is getting high, but that's because sometimes that getting high while creating music for me makes it almost like you get an outsider's perspective. You know what I mean? Like, cause you'll
Right. I
work on
get you.
something and then you'll smoke and it kind of changes your whole mindset and it kind of puts you attuned and sort of almost so you can hear it from an outsider's point of view. Even though you'll never be
Yeah.
able to hear it from an outsider's point of view, it gives you a different perspective on it. And if you're high while creating, it also, you spawn ideas that maybe you wouldn't have had if you were sober and stuff like that. So I don't know. Do you smoke or do you
I I
go ahead?
used to smoke a lot. Yeah.
Used to and you quit?
Yeah. I quit.
Why?
I just because like I was I kind of felt unmotivated with life,
Mm-hmm.
and I was just kind of like not. It was kind of like it was hindering my life, so I kind of I was able to cut it out, just like not for me. But there every now and then, like I'll be like, hey, let me hit the bong real quick,
Mm-hmm.
or smoke a joint, a blunt. Dabs are terrifying.
Dabs. They were terrifying, but now they're the shit. Uh, yeah, I listen, man. That's great. You're listening to yourself, and that's perfect. This is mad respect, man. Mad respect for listening to yourself and having the fortitude to like actually stick with it and be like, I don't need that. That weed is not everyone's ally. You know what I mean? Like for
Yeah.
some people, weed is just that. It just makes them lazy. It makes them unmotivated. It makes them just, they're watching porn all fucking day or whatever the situation is.
Mhm.
That's me. No, that used to be. That used to be. Weed used to make me just fucking be okay with not accomplishing anything. Moving
Yeah, I felt
Dutchman.
that.
Moving Dutchman. How dare you? Thank you so much for that sub, my friend. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. That's how you're feeling. If you're just feeling unmotivated to create or do anything.
Yeah, it made me feel like okay with like being in like a not so okay situation, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. Like
Yeah.
I think that's like the wording I'm looking for. So then I was like, we need, we gotta look into ourselves and just kind of be like, hey, what do we not like? 'Cause I was spending a lot of money on weed. I was smoking every day,
Yeah.
getting as high as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And I kind of realized I was like, bro, I'm spending all this money on weed, and it's not like adding to my life, not enriching it
hmm
in a good way. So it's like, well, gotta cut it out.
It's very practical. Very practical. That's what I'm gonna do too. Like I'm gonna stop smoking weed again because what I did notice is when I was because I've been smoking weed for so long. I'm old. Let's keep in
Yeah.
mind I'm old. So I've been smoking weed for a long, long time, and so there hadn't really been a time where I took a break. And this year I took this long break, and it like I was getting better sleep. My palms stopped being sweaty all the time because my palms are sweaty all the time, and I found out it was because I smoked too much weed.
Yeah.
I know, Naders. I know, bro. But not until the end of September. That's for fucking sure. I'm fucking September. It's not that I'm a non-believer. It's just that I have to take a break sometimes. That's all. That's all.
Yeah. No, you got to do what you got to do.
Naders just likes to give me shit. That's all.
It's all good.
But but it is like one of those things where no, come back, Naders. It's okay. I love you, baby. Uh, but it is one of those things, man, where people look at it, it's like it's weed. I mean, in California, it's legal. So when you grow up with it legal, it's easy to be like, it's just something I do, and you sort of get in these habits. And I don't know why people don't think that weed is a real drug. You know what I mean? Like it is a real fucking drug. Like it fucks you up. Have you ever eaten edibles? Fucking like more
Oh,
than
I got
fucking
a story for that.
like, but just yeah. And I want to hear that story. But just sort of finish this thought. It's like if you ever had edibles or too many edibles, you basically are tripping your dick off. And so like to sit here and say that weed isn't a real drug is kind of disingenuous in a sense, because it fucks you up. And the thing is that people will just get so wrapped up in smoking, their tolerance is so high that they just think that like, oh, I gotta smoke an 8 just to feel it, and so it's like, some people just work their tolerance up, and then they do it just to normalize it. And it is a
Right.
real drug, and it is something that it's not physically addictive, although I would argue that a bit, only because I've had physical reactions from not smoking weed. And but I do feel like there's a mental addiction that takes place, and this thing where people feel like they have to have it to have a good time. And then once it hits that point, it's like, man, you're not having fun. It's not recreational anymore. And of course, some
Right.
people need it for medical reasons and stuff. All right, Robbie, I love you, my friend. I'll see you later. Be well.
Later, Robbie.
But it is a real serious drug. I wouldn't say it's like a category, whatever category one. They have it in the same
Yeah,
category of
they have it on
illegal
like category one on like the same like playing field as like
heroin.
heroin, coke,
I
acid,
think I
all
think
this stuff.
I think cocaine is under it. I think cocaine is actually like a category 2 or something.
I don't know. It's
Right? No,
somewhere up there.
it's ridiculous. It's Smoggy Bulge. Smoggy Bulge. Is that you too, Desentr?
No, that's
Okay.
not me.
Smoggy Bulge. Welcome in. Your name's amazing. I always get the like weird names. It's like must eat butthole too, or like fucking or ball guggler or something. I always get the the weirdest fucking screen names up in my chat, which is amazing. But Smoggy
Yeah.
Bulge, welcome in. You are more than welcome to have your bulge sticking out here. Uh, yeah, but yeah, I don't know, man. Weed's cool, but it's fucking, know your limits, and you obviously do, and that's great. That's good. Keep that in there.
Mhm.
You said you were you were sort of making yourself okay with a situation by smoking weed. Can you talk about that situation, or do you want to talk about that situation?
Yeah, I'm definitely in a lot better place now. So
Mm.
like just like my living situation wasn't really the best. So, like
Ah,
just and like I was unemployed. I wasn't like bringing in any money, and I was just literally just spending whatever money I can just to like not not like get high, but like just smoking weed. And I was obviously like granted I was young. I was in high school when this was happening,
mm.
so I was just kind of like, you know what, we gotta give it a little break. Just
Well, that sucks. That sucks that you're in high school having to deal with some bullshit like that. Like that's pretty young to be dealing with it. It's just were you just living with a parent or something and it wasn't working
yeah,
out? Mm.
yeah, it, like just wasn't really working out.
I got you, man. I got you. Uh, well, I'm glad that you changed your situation. Do you live on your own now?
No, I live with we hashed it out with my parents. Like we figured out like we had a really like good like heart to heart, and just like we were able to talk through our issues and just like really just figure it out and make it work.
That's great, man. That's great. Yeah, I fucking stay connected with your family, man. They're the ones who are still there after everyone else has fucking ditched you. Like your family are
Hmm.
the ones who are there. If you have the right family. It sounds like you have a good family that wants to talk it out and make it work. So that's good. It's good. You
Hmm.
know, some people get fucked and they end up with assholes for parents, and that
Yeah.
sucks. So you know, hell yeah, make it work, man. Keep it. I don't know, man. I love my family so much. Like they're just amazing people, and so like it would be weird to me if one of them was just like, "Fuck you, I'm not talking to you anymore." Or, like I'm gonna
Yeah.
sue you. You know, like families who sue each other. Like
Like that's fucking crazy.
it is fucking crazy, man. It is fucking crazy. What if you don't mind? What's your ethnicity, man?
I'm not, you know, I'm full-blooded Mexican. Well, I'm half Mexican, half Guatemalan.
Fuck yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm a half Mexican myself. I'm
Mexican.
half Mexican, half white. And fucking, that's why I look so young, yo. Because fucking, you
Mhm.
know, fucking that melanin helps to keep the
Yeah.
skin tight. Keeps it tight,
Exactly.
keeps it right. Yo, man, you're gonna have that baby face for a while, bro. So
Yeah, I
enjoy
know.
it. Enjoy it.
So
Uh,
that's why I can't, like, if I try to grow facial hair, like it's just like a complete little rat stash. I'm like, all right, that has to go away now.
Me too, bro. Me too. I tried grow like I mean now that I'm older I can kind of grow, but I have like this one patch right here. You can kind of see it. It's like right here where there's like
Oh yeah,
where
yeah,
it
yeah.
just doesn't grow in. It's just like fucking. It's all patchy up here. It's so shitty.
Yeah.
It's like it's. I don't know why. Why did Mexicans and fucking Latinos get all fucked over with the facial hair? Like, but then some motherfuckers can grow those
Those are
mustaches.
like the huge ones, like the big ass
Yes,
handlebar ones, or like big
right.
ass
Like the
beards. Like
mariachi shit, bro. Like, this
yeah,
shit is like the size of Texas on his lip. I love it. It's fucking dope. I wish, man. My dad was able to grow. Yeah, that's right. Movie does. I want it like that. I wish I could grow. I wish I could grow those fucking real thickies, man. Like fucking have those handlebars. Oh man,
yeah,
I
the
love.
big one.
Hell yeah, I want that Hulk Hogan
You know
style.
who Valentino Khan is?
I don't. I don't.
He's Latino. He has a huge like handlebar mustache. Like that is something I strive for.
Oh, here he is. He comes right out. Oh, he's a DJ.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
You see,
Yes.
he has that
Yes.
huge like mustache. It's great.
Here it is, everyone. My man. Look at that.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! And look at that smoldering look he's delivering, son.
Hmm.
Serving it, cause you don't need to survive the ice age in a cave. Uh,
True.
yes, yes, but I do want to. No, I don't.
Yeah, I do want to grow a little bit of facial hair at some point in my life.
Yeah, you know, man, maybe one day you'll be
One day.
blessed.
One day.
Today is not your day, my friend.
Nope.
Oh my god,
Nope.
this just not to change the subject, it's just so fucking randomly, but like, dude, did you see that they're gonna slam a space shuttle into a meteorite?
Really?
Yeah, they're gonna do it. It's gonna be at 7 o'clock, so like 4 something your time. They're gonna air it
Jesus
live on
Christ.
YouTube, and fucking, I'm like really wanting to see that. I want to see because like they're trying to see by smashing a space shuttle into a meteorite. They're trying to see if they can change the trajectory of the meteorite in case one is ever or a comet is ever coming towards Earth. And
So
so
wait, is the meteor coming towards Earth?
great question. It is not. It is not. This
Oh,
is just a like $600 million experiment or something.
gotcha.
Foreshadowing.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, Naders. It's like there was people who were thinking that the 20th or the 21st was there was supposed to be a meteor or something that was supposed to crash into the Earth, which it was not. Oh, okay. Small G Bulge is your brother. Thank you, Pfizer. I appreciate you. Thank you for that, Pfizer. And thank you, Pfizer, for bringing us our vaccines, our politicians, our pundits, and, our basically everything that you see on TV. So thank you, Pfizer. We appreciate you. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I heard of that. Which one, the shuttle or the end of the world? Because I think it's kind of related because they're kind of saying they're going off of something that Joe Byron said. Oh, I can't remember what the whole is. What is the
I have
conspiracy?
no idea.
End of the world conspiracy. September 2022. Let's see if it comes up. Looks like you can suck a dick, Mike. That's what it says. I think it was the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
So there was something about the 24th. Oh, God damn it, you son of a bitch. Reject all, save and exit. Okay, so I think it's something like this. Let me see. Is the world ending on September 24th? I'm pretty sure that was what it was. Wake up, sheeple. The 4 horsemen are approaching. This is obviously some shitty blog, so who knows what. But I'm pretty sure it was September 24th.
Make sure you do your due diligence. Sorry, I can't speak to that.
Thank you. Jesus. You're right. We don't want to be giving fake news out. So Sep 24, end of the world. Yeah. So it is September 24th. That was. It looks like the results are quickly changing. Oh, this is fact checking stuff. Thank you, Google, for fact checking everything. You guys are so sweet, so fucking sweet. September 24th. This is a Fox 5 New York. So this is, I guess, something.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll watch this video. Let's see if it's an actual video. What is this? Fuck this ad.
Ad. You get an ad blocker, dude.
You're not the first one to tell me that. Like, bro.
According to some predictions, tomorrow will be the end of the world.
All right, this is a phenomenon we've heard about time and time again, and although it has not come true yet, it's something that never seems to go away.
Sharon Crowley takes a closer look at why we are so obsessed with the idea of doomsday.
Well, what's up with the September 24th?
Also been told that the 24th of September 2022 will be the end times or the Great Awakening.
If you haven't heard, check out social media. Conspiracies abound. The end of the world is coming sooner than you think. TikTokers predict September 24th is doomsday.
Of course it's TikTok.
It all stems from a German politician's post forecasting something is about to happen.
If you haven't seen it on your socials already, you will do. A lot of you have been asking me about it, I've done a bit of research and this is what I've come up with so far. According to the German opposition leader, the 24th of September will be a day in which we will all remember.
Exactly what we will all remember? Well, theories range far and wide. One being a solar apocalypse. Another predicts Donald Trump will announce a run for president in 2024.
I've been studying conspiracy theories for about 15 years. During that time, there have been many doomsday conspiracy theories going around.
He says a quick look back in history shows how often conspiracy...
Okay, so basically, we get the gist of it. Some German fucking politician tweeted something and then TikTok took it over. But... so it's not connected to the meteorite thing. So let's look into that. What is it? Space shuttle. Are you into conspiracies? I don't know if you're into conspiracies at all.
I don't know. I'm very weary. It's hard. I find it hard for me to believe in some sort of that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like with a lot of conspiracies, it's all circumstantial stuff, or when you really try to look into it for evidence or whatever, it's just kind of
Right. Yeah. A lot of times it's just some fucking some fucking incel fucking in his mom's basement fucking just making shit up on 4chan or something, right? So I get what you're saying. But the thing is that conspiracies are real. There have been conspiracies that have been uncovered, like Operation Paperclip and Operation fucking Northwoods and stuff like that. So these are real CIA-based conspiracies that they kept from the public and were actually doing. So to say that conspiracies aren't true is disingenuous, but there are some bullshit ones, like Flat Earth, right? Like Flat Earth is probably the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. But there are some people who are just die hard, die on this fucking hill this is how it's going to go. Or like QAnon, that whole thing with QAnon, you know, where Trump is coming back or whatever the thing is.
I didn't hear about that, honestly.
That's probably because you're fucking busy making music and not giving a fuck about the.
Yeah, I kind of realize I'm in my own little bubble. Like a lot of the times where I'm just kind of like, I don't like pay attention to like politics and all this crazy like news bullshit. Like, cause dog, I just don't have the time to.
Yeah, I understand. I totally get it, man. And you know, I'm just giving you examples. I'm just curious if you're into conspiracies and stuff, but you're just like, bro, I don't give a fuck.
Bigger one called Didymus.
All right,
DART is also using autonomous technology. Speed. Among the countless Hollywood hits.
It's what we call a global headed towards Earth.
It's the nightmare scenario we've seen play out in countless Hollywood hits.
It's what we call a global killer.
Our planet is threatened by a massive comet or asteroid.
3, 2, 1.
And now, in just a matter of hours, scientists hope to pull off their first real-life test aimed at preventing this kind of cataclysmic collision.
After end of the first stage, and you can see those engines coming to life.
For nearly a year now, an unmanned spacecraft called DART for Double Asteroid Redirection Test has traveled millions of miles through space. Its goal, intercept and slam right into an asteroid called Dimorphos at a relative speed of 14,000 miles per hour.
We're targeting that small asteroid at a very fast speed.
Among the many challenges, Dimorphos is a moonlet, or a smaller asteroid orbiting a much bigger one called Didymus. DART is also using autonomous technology to make its direct hit. Since launching last fall, the camera system on board has taken more than 200,000 images to calibrate the spacecraft, all of it building up to a calculated crash tonight.
This mission has two parts. The first part is hitting the asteroid. The next part is actually measuring what happens afterwards.
Using telescopes on all 7 continents and in space, scientists will monitor in the coming days and weeks exactly how much the impact is able to shift the orbit of Dimorphos.
This is really not about destroying the asteroid or destructing it. We like to call it like a small.
How big is Dimorphos?
Who knows?
Sorry, I'm just interested in this, and that's why I even brought this up.
You're good. You're good. I'm kind of interested in it too. Like,
okay, Moving Dutchman. Here's like a thing. Like, so it's kind of the size of the Coliseum, I guess. That's what it's looking like. It's a radius of 278,000 or 278.87 feet, I guess.
Yeah.
And whatever. Disentr, let's fucking go.
Yeah, Jeff Deshiro's the boy.
Dunk Rock. Who's Dunk Rock? That's a tight emo. I fucking love that emo. I gotta find out who Dunk Rock is right now. Sorry guys. Now we're doing this. Who's Dunk Rock?
Just going.
Who's Dunk Rock? Oh god damn it! I don't want to hear that.
Just going.
Who's Dunk Rock? Oh god damn it! What's happening? What's happening? Why is that happening? Dunk Rock. Shit. Give me a second, y'all. This is so silly. Hold on. Go back to my channel. Okay, there's me. Hold on. Go back to my channel. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Go back to Twitch. Go back to my channel. Oh shit, that's not what I meant to do. Go back to Twitch. This is so stupid. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry that I'm just big of an asshole. Oh, I was just at that festival with this guy, DK.
And bring the enthusiasm, and even
we were just at his. He's a fucking shredder.
It's not true.
Sorry,
don't
guys,
believe a word JPM says.
I got distracted, y'all. Sorry. Okay, so what we're looking up? Dunk. Mute the tab. Don't tell me what to do, Salient Puppy. Let me see. So Jeff, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. I'm looking up who Dunk Rock is because I am ADHDing out right now. So
gotta drink some caffeine, take some meds, bro.
Oh, I'm on plenty of meds. Oh, Dunk. I see. It's not. That's not his name. Why won't it show up? This is such fucking bullshit. Never mind. Who cares? Anyways, I'm not muting any tabs. We're moving on because I'm a fucking idiot. So here we go. All right. Anyways, so we have this rocket that's gonna smash into this asteroid, and hopefully it will knock it off its trajectory. Let's finish this stupid video and then we'll keep going. Dunk Star. Oh, okay. Thank you. Dunk Star. Oh, he's a partner? Oh, he's a gamer. Sick. I thought he played music. But he's just a gamer. Anyways, no, nothing against gamers. I love gamers. Okay, so it looks like this fucking asteroid is about the size of the Colosseum in Rome. We'll finish this video and we'll get back to talking about music again, guys. I promise. I'm really interested in this.
A mission marking the first test in planetary defense, so that if an asteroid ever did threaten Earth, we might potentially knock it off its course.
We have the technology now to do this and find these objects years, decades, even a century before they pose an impact threat to the Earth. And that provides us plenty of time then to decide what is the best technique to prevent the impact.
And Tom, as I understand it, this mission is just one of several strategies NASA is considering to use against asteroids.
So they're looking at how they could deflect an asteroid that's coming into our lane, you may say. And one idea might be shooting ion beams or using a gravity tractor with another spacecraft to pull an asteroid off its course. Sounds like something from Star Trek, but they can do it. Even sending a spacecraft to detonate a nuclear device near an incoming.
What is that? We have tractor beams? Is that what he's saying? Is he saying that we have tractor beams for fucking for spaceships? Like, you know,
what does that even mean?
You know, have you ever seen
it like track? Like, does
no? It's like, have you ever seen like they're flying in space and all of a sudden they're like their spaceship gets controlled and it's like, oh, we have no control over our spaceship. We're stuck in their tractor beam. Oh no! And they're sucking them onto the spaceship. Or like when someone gets abducted and that beam comes down and they get sucked up into the. Yeah, it's a tractor beam that, I don't know, I guess that's what you would call that. In any case, I don't know if they just admitted they have tractor beams, but I guess so. Now I want
an asteroid to break it up on short notice remains an option. If all goes as planned, we should see impact this evening. It will not put this asteroid on a path towards Earth. We do expect to see images coming back from DART in the final minutes at about 1 per second. Should be a lot of fun to watch.
Wow. Well, let's hope it works.
Wow. So I think that's going on at 7:25 tonight Eastern Standard Time on YouTube on NASA.
Tom, thank you.
And if it works, we play the Aerosmith track.
I know. I don't want to miss a thing.
After this, that's where I'm gonna be at.
Watching that. Yeah, I want to check it out. I think it's around 7. Live long and prosper. Exactly, baby. Fucking let's go, bitches. Let's go. So I don't know, man. Fucking, how do you think the world's gonna end? Do you think we're gonna end up killing ourselves, or do you think an asteroid's gonna come and get us? What do you see? How do you see it all ending?
I see it like we're all just gonna end up killing ourselves. To be honest, like we're all screwed. You know?
Yeah.
The way that we treat our planet, just not necessarily like huge, but just like the human race treats our planet. It's disgusting, and it's only a matter of time.
Yeah, and we treat each other even worse, right? Like we shit all over the planet, but then we treat each other even worse than that. Like we do horrible things to other human beings. So that's how you see it. You see it as we're probably gonna end up destroying ourselves in one way or another.
Yeah, we're all screwed.
Yeah, man. I think I agree with that. I think that's probably what's gonna happen. I think we're probably gonna end up fucking either nuking ourselves or fucking, you know, global warming's gonna fucking come swallow us up, or a super volcano. You know what I mean? Right. But that's not us. That's not our fault. If a super volcano came, That would be that's not us, but you know, that would still fuck us over. I mean, you guys would be fucked
Big
because
time.
Yellowstone is the one, right? Is it Yellowstone? Have you ever heard that?
Yeah, that's in Montana, I think.
Yeah, but the whole East Coast would just be. I mean, the whole West Coast would just be fucked.
Oh yeah, we'd be so screwed.
And then probably us too. We'd probably be fucked too because the cloud covering would probably kill our crops, make everything cold and the air unbreathable and shit. It'll be awesome. New song title for We Speak English Good. I beam you in my space. I beam you. I actually know what my next song title and song is gonna be about. It came to me over the weekend. So it'll be along the lines of boobs. I mean, like, silly. It's not going to be another, because I have other songs that are actually serious songs. Oh, I did want to say that title theme that I play before I come on, that was made on mushrooms. Watch out. Watch out.
I'll be damned.
Well, I'll be dead. After boobs, we want butts. All I want to do is grab your butt. Yeah, I'm down with butts. I mean, I think, you know, honestly, butts are more. Are you a butt or boob guy, Disentr? Or is that not your bag at all? Which, no judgment.
I am more of a butt person myself.
Yeah, you gotta have some juiciness back there.
Yeah.
We need some juicy donkeys, you know what I mean? I'm with you there, man. A nice big juicy donkey is better than boobs. All ass, baby. Let's go, booty. Booty. I love booty so much. I like to eat it for breakfast. Let's go.
Hell yeah. Love that.
Okay, so your latest song is called Big Bass, and we heard it at the beginning of the show, but I feel like we should play it again. What do you think?
Yeah,
should we do it again?
I think so too.
Should we play it again? All right, let's play
Absolutely.
your latest tune. It's called Big Bass. It was released 11 days ago, guys. So make sure you guys are going and running up those numbers. We got it's !DS if you guys want to bring up his links. You can. There's a link straight to all his song whip stuff. I made you a song whip, by the way.
Oh, thank you so much.
I'm not sure if you're aware of what a song whip is, but a song whip is, it just sort of puts it just sort of takes all the different places where your music can be found.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah, no,
so
thank you so much.
So you guys can just click on that first one. You can find all his music on the thing that's you use, YouTube, Spotify, whatever streaming service you use, you can find it there. And then of course I put his link tree down, so y'all go and click on his link tree and make sure you found him on all his platforms so you can stay up to date with what he's doing. And if you're listening to this on the audio version, make sure that you're in those goddamn show notes, okay? Get in those fucking show notes, you sons of bitches. Stop just listening and go click around and support your boy Desentr. You dirty sons of...
Thank you so much.
You fucking butt sluts. Anyways, I'm sorry, my GERD is flaring up, so I'm drinking a little water right now.
Yeah, a little hydration check. I've been sipping on the
Stay hydrated, baby.
Hydro Flask.
All right. So we're gonna play that song now, and so Desentr, just mute your microphone so it'll be a nice clean sound for everybody.
Oh yeah, I got you.
And we're gonna go ahead and hold on. Let's go back to this scene first. Hi. And then we're gonna go over here, set this up over here. Oh, hold on. Not yet, motherfucker. Oh, you son of a bitch. All right. Good call. Where's my beer? Okay. Let's listen to the latest single from our guest today, Desentr. The name of the tune is called Big Bass. Again, make sure you're running up these numbers and listening to this song. And please enjoy this tune from Desentr. And, all right, let's do this.
me a chicken tendy combo, please?
Bruh.
Bruh. Dude, what is that? What's up with this imagery, man? I like your cover. What's up with it though? I'm just curious.
I don't know. Me and my graphic designer, shout out to Tokyo Night. He kind of just helped me out, and we started like going back and forth because I kind of wanted to go for like a darker, like feel for it, like the black and the red,
and the fucking skull guy, fucking demon, fucking creature.
Yeah, because it's heavy and it's like guttural. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
So I wanted the artwork to reflect that.
Some would say that maybe it's a little bit associated with like satanic type things. What would you say to the people who would say that?
I would say that art it's interpreted in very different ways, and I don't necessarily think that it represents that. But, you know, to each their own. We're all entitled to our own opinions.
Yeah, no, and I don't think that. I don't give a fuck.
No,
I think that shit's tight. I think it's funny.
No, you're good.
But you know, like some people would look at that and be like, "What the fuck's going on?" Are you a religious person? Latinos are infamously Catholic. I don't know. Is that your thing?
I was Catholic for when I was younger. Yeah, when I was probably I'd say up until the age of like 11, 12.
Oh shit, dude, that's such a young age to lose your faith.
Yeah, and then we just kind of stopped going to church. So I was like, all right, cool.
So your family was like, we're over this.
Yeah, and we just started doing our own thing, you know.
So do you have any sort of religious beliefs, or are you are you atheist? What do you consider yourself?
I don't know. I would say I'm probably like somewhere like I believe there's something out there. I don't like some sort of like higher being per se, not necessarily, like God or whatever, but there's something, and I'm not opposed to anything.
So you're so agnostic, I guess.
Agnostic, I would say, yeah. That makes.
Yeah, I think I live in that area too, because it's like I don't know to sit here and say that you know for sure that something exists that you can't see, taste, or smell or touch. I mean, some people say they can feel the presence of God. You know what I mean? Every time I take mushrooms, I feel like I'm in the presence of God. So hey, whatever. To each their own. But it's. I don't know. I was just curious how you feel. I mean, it's just religion is a weird thing, right? It's not really the most popular thing at this moment in time.
Yeah,
especially here in America, I should say.
If I could say anything's my religion, I would say music is my religion. I listen to music religiously. I will listen to music all the time.
The funny part is I have my headphones. So Nader said my old lady walked in the room just to say that beat went hard. And he said the funny thing is that he has his headphones on. So it was so loud and fucking it went so hard that she could hear it through the headphones. From another room, apparently. So there you go.
That's that good shit. We love that.
That's what he's looking for. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love it. So you said that you got some stuff coming up. What's your next release looking like? You said in November. What's it? What's like the theme of the song?
I don't know. It's just kind of like was like literally just like fucking around, just made some songs, and then I came up with the pre-drop vocal. It's called Money, and I'm in the works with not the same graphic designer, but another graphic designer to kind of help me. So kind of like we're doing some like concept stuff. I'm not going to show it yet, obviously.
No, that's fine. I'm not
like just the artwork, but I'm definitely more than willing to let you guys hear it.
Oh, y'all are about to hear some shit. All right.
Y'all about to get that unreleased new.
Let's get it. Let's get it. I'll hand it over to you, good sir.
Alrighty, hold on. Can I just share my screen from here?
Yes, if you go to your, okay, so let me go back for a second. Hold on.
Oh, wait, I got it. Present, share, window.
And then let's see how. Oh, he's presenting. Oh, so is this a private track on your SoundCloud?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, y'all. We're about to hear some unreleased shit. So I'm letting Desentr here take over.
All right. Hope you guys enjoy.
Oh no, it's not coming through.
It's not coming through?
No.
Oh shoot.
Is it muted? No, you're not muted. Dang.
All right, how about this? I give you the link, then you can.
Yeah, you can pass it through here on the Oh shit! Sorry. Hold on. Let me go back. Let me do something real quick. So we're not sharing any private stuff here. All right, go ahead and if you want to drop it in the actual. Hey, Tycho Bay, welcome in.
Shout out to the homie Tycho Bay.
There you go. Shout out to the homie. What's up, homie? Okay, there we go. It will sound better anyways on my end. So that's awesome. Okay, so is this complete or are you still working on it?
This is complete.
Awesome. Okay, so we're going to listen to a complete tune. A new song that is been unreleased and is probably going to come out here soon. Tycho, welcome in. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Is Tycho the one who did the cover that we were just talking about?
No, he's just a good homie.
Good homie. Welcome on. Welcome on. I said welcome on. Okay. Let's listen to this new unreleased song, currently unreleased, from our guest today, Disentr. All right, the song is called Money. Let's go. Did you just like it? What's your understanding of music? Like where do you stand like on how you understand music, like technically speaking, like theory and such?
Yeah, so I was in like school for music theory. I learned all sorts of modes like Phrygian, Dorian, pentatonic, all those sorts of like scales and modes, and then even time signatures. I have a few songs that are just on like wacky, like weird fucking time signatures, just for the fun of it, you know.
Why
just
not?
like, yeah, and I feel like with a decent understanding of like theory, you can definitely like make some really good. You can get really good at making music.
Yeah, totally. Well, I mean, the thing about production that is so cool, I think, that is it allows a lot of people who might not have understood music traditionally still be able to express themselves. You know,
Yeah.
because I know a lot of producers who don't know shit about key signatures, don't know time signatures, don't know about Phrygians or Dorians or whatever, you know? And they're just like, I just play what sounds good, and they're fucking incredible beast ass musicians, so are producers. Yeah. So it's like, you know, it's always interesting to see where people fall on that spectrum of knowledge of music when in production. I feel like if you have a good solid understanding of music and you're a badass producer, I think you can do a lot. You can go really, really far. Not to say that you can't go really, really far with, you know, not knowing anything about music, but I feel like you're gonna get, I feel like it's a little bit, you're getting a little bit closer to being able to express yourself, being one with your music. I feel like you're a step closer if you know at least some of the music or some sort of music theory behind it. But that's just me, you know what I mean? Again, there's tons of people who do it. It takes all kinds, you know, so however you're doing it, if you're doing it and you understand what you're doing or have at least a bit of a, you know, you got a good handle around what you're doing, I think whatever, it doesn't matter. But still, like having a little bit of knowledge has probably helped you, right? Would you say you have a little bit or a lot of it? Because I know you said you took some theory, but like, are you pretty comfortable in it? Like, and what instrument do you play? Do you play an instrument?
Yeah, I would say I'm pretty comfortable with music theory. I know the piano fairly well. I'm not like, I would say I'm like good enough to like where I can just like play you guys like, you know, a tune or whatever, but I know my way around a piano, where if like I can use like, I have my keyboard right here. If I want to just kind of like jam out for a minute and just like come up with something, just kind of like, you know, get my creative juices flowing, I could definitely do that.
Right on. Hell yeah, man. Oh, excuse me. My fucking GERD. You know what GERD is?
GERD? No, I do not. It's like God, like oh my God, but like, you know, like oh my GERD.
Oh my GERD. Yeah,
is it like that?
Oh my GERD. No, it's not. It's an actual medical condition. It's basically acid reflux. It's basically just having it's just basically having what do you call heartburn, but it's much worse.
Gotcha.
It's much worse. It's just I don't usually drink, but I had some drinks over the weekend, so like, oh my God, my stomach's been a mess. Yeah, I know, right? I only drink like maybe once or twice a year, and I chose to do it at this festival, which it was a good move. I'm glad I did it because I was having a good ass time, yo. There's nothing better that like, it's like watching the sun come up and it like while playing a hand drum around a big fucking bonfire with like 20 other people. So like that was fun. Anyway, so Money, you think is going to be released somewhere around November?
I would say November-ish, I would say.
What do you use? What's your distribution? What do you use for distributing your music to all the different platforms?
So I use DistroKid.
Is that a monthly fee? Is that the one that's a monthly fee?
Yeah, it's like a monthly fee. I think I did it for like the year, so like I have it completely paid off. So like where I can like it's like $200 a year or something like that.
Wow, per song?
not per song, just like I could release as much as I want.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So you can release as much as you want, but it's feel like that. Okay, right on. That's cool. That's
And
cool.
I think monthly it's like 12, I think.
Oh, okay. So you're saving a little bit of money if you do it yearly or something, right? I got you. Hell yeah. No, I personally use CD Baby just because it's like you pay it once and you don't have to worry about it anymore. But it is expensive. But apparently CD Baby has just lowered all their prices to compete with different distributors like DistroKid. And now it's even cheaper. So just a little information for those of you looking to release some information or release some music, CD Baby or DistroKid. You're torn between the two, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's dope. That's dope. Again, man, I respect what you're doing. I respect that you're a young guy out there scrapping along with the rest of them. And do you got any plans on like touring and stuff, or do you want to tour? Is that something that you would want to do?
Yeah, so I do want to tour at some point, and like right now, like I know myself to a point where like I know I can't do a tour just quite yet. So like right now what I'm really trying to hone in is just like releasing music and building that like core fan base, and just like so then I can one day be like, hey, I'm going on tour, come through.
Do you, and you play gigs, you play gigs locally and stuff like that?
Yeah, I do play gigs locally.
How often are you playing gigs?
It's been a little bit since I played one. I would say probably since like maybe like April.
Now, is that something that you're actively looking for, or do you just sort of sit back and sort of wait for people to offer you stuff?
It's something I'm like actively looking for, but like I've kind of put that aside to kind of just like really just like work on music and really build up that catalog so then I can start releasing more stuff.
Gotcha. No, I get that. I get that. Well, hell yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on the show, man, and sharing your truths with us and you know, your unreleased song, which I'm pretty stoked that you decided to let us hear it first. So thank you very much. Is there anything before we wrap up here? Is there anything else that you want to leave us with before we take off here?
Man, thank you guys so much for having me here. It's been real fun just kind of hanging around, chatting it up, talking about music, life, and everything in between, you know?
Yeah, baby.
And shout out to everybody that came through. Shout out to all the homies, the fans that came in. I appreciate you guys so much. So much.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Hopefully we can do this again too.
Yeah, thank you for all the folks who came in to support your boy. Please do come back. We do this often. We stream, we talk to different musicians from different genres, and we also cover music news. So come on through. If you guys are familiar with Twitch and you want to come back and hang out, please do. You're more than welcome to come and kick it in this very fun community that I just love. These guys are awesome. So anyways, Desentr, thank you so much. Again, make sure you guys are streaming Big Bass. Reina, thank you for dropping those links in the thingy, in the chat. Also, if you guys are listening to this on the audio version, make sure that you are in the show notes. So there it is. All right, Desentr, thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. You have a wonderful rest of your day.
You too.
All right, guys. Say goodbye to Desentr. Let's go.